The file has no author, it has no timestamp. What it has is a list of ships that do not exist. 3,000 vessels, combined displacement, 400 million tons. Every one of them is invisible, not invisible to the naked eye, invisible to the systems that are supposed to stop them. Dossier reference, Operation Phantom Meridian, classification, eyes only. You are not supposed to find this. Exhibit A, the ghost signal. Every commercial vessel above 300 tons is legally required to broadcast its location continuously. The system is called AIS, Automatic Identification System. It transmits coordinates, speed, heading, and identity every few seconds to satellites, coast guards, and every port authority on Earth. The Ghost Fleet does not use AIS, or rather, it does, just not honestly. The captains aboard these vessels are running software that generates phantom coordinates. While the real ship steams dark through the Strait of Hormuz, its digital ghost appears on satellite screens 500 miles away, sitting harmlessly in international waters. Analysts call this AIS spoofing. The ships call it Tuesday. Exhibit B, the architecture of disappearance. The mechanism has 3 layers. Layer 1, the flag. Ghost Fleet tankers sail under flags of convenience. Gabon, Palau, Cameroon, nations with maritime registries that accept registration fees and ask no questions. The paper trail ends at a shell company in a jurisdiction that does not cooperate with Western subpoenas. Layer 2, the transfer. Iranian oil does not travel directly from Iranian ports to Chinese refineries. It travels to a ship-to-ship transfer zone in international waters. One vessel loads the cargo, vanishes from AIS, pumps it onto a second vessel registered to a different flag, a different company, a different ghost. The second vessel reappears on satellite with a manifest that says Malaysian crude. Layer 3, the payment. No dollars, no SWIFT. Settlement happens in yuan, routed through small regional banks in the UAE and Oman that are not yet on the OFAC blacklist, but that Washington is watching very carefully and choosing not to act on. Exhibit C, the numbers that should not exist. Iran's official oil export figures, as reported to OPEC, average approximately 1.4 million barrels per day. This is the sanctioned number. This is the number Washington points to as proof the sanctions are working. Independent satellite imagery firms, Vortexa, Tanker Trackers, Kepler, place the real figure at closer to 2.2 million barrels per day. The difference is 800,000 barrels, every day. At current prices, that is $60 million, every day, flowing to Tehran untouched through a fleet that the world's most sophisticated intelligence apparatus officially cannot see. It can see it. It chooses not to stop it. We will get to why. Exhibit D, the permission structure. The Ghost Fleet does not operate in a vacuum. It operates inside a permission structure that requires silence from multiple governments simultaneously. The UAE knows. Dubai's port of Fujairah is one of the world's largest ship-to-ship transfer zones. The paper trail for dozens of Ghost Fleet operations runs directly through Emirati jurisdiction. The UAE is a close American ally. The transfers continue. The Oman government knows. The Indian refinery operators who buy the rebranded Malaysian crude know it is not Malaysian. The Greek shipping companies that manage some of these vessels know. The question intelligence analysts ask is not who knows. The question is who is being paid to know quietly. Exhibit E, the American calculation. Washington's position on the Ghost Fleet is the most classified part of the file. The public position is that sanctions enforcement is active, ongoing, and effective. The classified position, based on what is leaked from 3 separate congressional briefings, is more precise. A completely effective sanctions regime against Iran's oil exports would collapse the Iranian economy within 18 months. A collapsed Iranian economy produces one of 2 outcomes: a desperate regime that accelerates its nuclear program with nothing left to lose, or a power vacuum that no regional actor is positioned to fill. Washington does not want either outcome. So Washington maintains a sanctions regime that is publicly robust and operationally porous. The Ghost Fleet is not a failure of enforcement. The Ghost Fleet is the enforcement level Washington has chosen. The ships are invisible because someone decided they should be invisible. And the decision was not made in Tehran. Close the file.